What's up guys, Chris here, how are ya? Welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to hit subscribe and hit the notification bell to get more videos like this. And today we're going to talk about Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden are a band I've known of since I was a kid. I was probably a little bit too young to appreciate their music, but I remember my neighbour across the road was really into Iron Maiden, and he was an older kid, and I sort of looked up to him a little bit, and I remember thinking Iron Maiden. I remember seeing the posters of who I now know is the Eddie character, and it used to scare me as a kid. But growing up and listening to all sorts of music, I eventually listened to a lot of Iron Maiden's music, and I thought it was awesome. So I went into this concert kind of blind to their music, and I only really know a lot of the main songs like Run to the Hills and The Trooper and Blood Brothers. I know Writing on the Wall, which is a fairly new one, but so it was a really cool experience to go to the concert and just watch it for what it was. So the atmosphere in the stadium was buzzing. You had everybody walking around in all the Iron Maiden merchandise. We had really great seats up towards the back, but directly in front of the stage. The stadium was full. Songs they were playing as we were filing into the arena were like Thin Lizzy and Dio, and it was all like early 80s metal stuff. I was pretty keen to hear what Bruce Dickinson sounded like because he's 66 years of age, right? So you sort of think these songs are quite high, and he's always held his voice pretty well. So I was curious to see how he would sound. So the first song they kicked off with is a song called Caught Somewhere in Time, and Bruce came out with some huge energy onto the stage. They then moved on to songs like The Writing on the Wall, which is from the latest Senjutsu album. Once again, the stage show was amazing. And as always, you had appearances from Eddie on the stage, from the massive Eddie statues to the awesome pyrotechnics. And the use of lighting and the on-screen visuals added a storytelling layer to each song. It actually made every track feel like it was its own little mini story. And honestly, the energy of the band was like someone half their age. I think they're all in their 60s. I know Bruce Dickinson's 66, but the energy on stage was great. The guitar solos, there was some really long guitar solos, really proficient playing by these guys. Like, you really can't fault it. You can tell these guys have been playing for a very long time together. It's just so tight, and the sound was amazing. One thing that stood out to me though was definitely the connection between the band and the audience, and how good Bruce actually is at being a showman, and even talking in between songs. He always had a witty story, always had a great story to tell. You could see long-time fans enjoying the show, or even new-time fans checking these guys out. The chemistry between the band was amazing. You could tell they've been playing with each other for quite a while. It was just a really well-run show. As I said, guitar solos, bang. Vocals, amazing. Probably one of the songs that stood out to me was a song called Alexander the Great, which had an awesome stage show. Really loved that song. They also played classics like The Trooper, Fear of the Dark, Iron Maiden, and Wasted Years. So overall, you'd be forgiven if you thought that these guys were getting up there in age and would be a little bit slower than usual. I was so surprised at how much energy these guys had. The stage show was brilliant. The singing was great, and the sound was awesome. Tempo was great as well. Just a really cohesive band. And when you add on top of that the stage show, Eddie coming out every now and again, so the theatrics surrounded by that, song selection, the stories in and amongst the songs, and Bruce talking in between the songs and his witty banter, I'd have to say it was probably one of the most entertaining concerts I've actually been to. Because when you think about all those elements, you don't get all those elements in other shows. When you think of the lineup, you've got Bruce Dickinson on vocals, you've got Steve Harris on bass, Dave Murray on lead and rhythm guitar, Adrian Smith lead rhythm guitar, Janick Gers, is it Janick or Janick? Janick, I don't know. Gers on lead and rhythm guitar, and Nico McBrain on drums. I mean, they're all in their 60s, and Nico's in his 70s, but honestly, such a cohesive unit, and just a really great show. And the fact that that lineup has been consistent since 1999 as well, that's something special as well. So are they past it? Absolutely not. I think they are an amazing band, and they're inspirational to see that they're in their 60s, still got that energy, still can play like they can play, and it's inspiring to see that. But that's just my opinion. Let me know your opinion in the comments. Are you an Iron Maiden fan? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think of the video, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks, guys. Cheers.